YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Benji. We back with another video, man. We back with the crew. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. We got another video from Antonio. This is titled White Supremacy Does Not Sell. Now, it is about Sydney Sweeney, who is a big actor at this point in time. Or she may not be that big.
So a few months ago, she did a jeans ad for American Eagle. Now, to me and many others, this ad came off very white supremacy.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
Now, it's supposed to be an ad about jeans, denim jeans, the fabric. But we're talking about genes passed down from parents to their offspring. Interesting.
My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Obviously, this is supposed to be some type of tie-in to the denim jeans, insinuating that American Eagle, is that American Eagle, has great denim jeans and a great denim jean selection that you can choose from. But is she talking about the same thing?
Make it how you want it. That's a dog whistle. It's a dog whistle, and the people that got it, they got it. Now, this ad was supporting eugenics. And if you don't know what eugenics is, let's just use the Nazi Germany example. The mustache man believed that the true ideal best German was white man, blue eyes, blonde hair. And if you just take the ad at face value, you might think it's not that deep, bro. But it is, and it always has been. Anyways, a few days ago, Sydney Sweeney got a perfect chance to denounce white supremacy and say, no, this ad wasn't about race. It was just about having great genes. This is what she had to say.
Is there something that you want to say about the ad itself?
And I think this is important, that what Antonio was getting into. Eugenics is important because the idea of eugenics was behind plenty of racist acts, including what happened to the folks in Germany.
The ad spoke for itself. You think the ad spoke for itself? Okay, and do you have the ad spoke for itself? You think the ad spoke for itself? Okay, and the criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
That is a home.
Ooh, damn.
Oh, no. We can talk about her ascension right here. Sydney Sweeney started young, like most actors. She appeared in some indie films, which later transitioned into Euphoria, which is where I found out about her. Zendaya was the driving point of that show, but there were plenty of young actors that really got an opportunity to shine. Her emotionally raw portrayal of love, insecurity, and self-destruction showed serious acting range. But coincidentally, she was the character on the show that was often topless. You have to understand what comes with that. You may be branded or typecasted a certain way, and many are against nudity. But she was willing to accept it, which makes sense. She's young, and at the beginning of her career, she had an opportunity to transition. Now, she did plenty of acting roles after that, but nothing too large. She's evolved from guest star teenager to multi-genre leading actress and producer. So again, I'm not going to knock her for how much she's grown as an actor. She's done horror films, her being able to market her sexuality. She's expanding her influence beyond acting by launching a new lingerie brand, supported by investors like Jeff Bezos, which places her at the intersection of entertainment, fashion, and venture capital. And if you look at a lot of the images that she has on these red carpets, I'm not going to show them because YouTube might drop them. She's showing you a little bit of the goods. If you pay attention, a lot of the things that are done, I'd have to assert, a lot of that stuff is done purposefully. These people are marketing products, selling a brand. It all goes hand in hand.
Listen, not speaking out against racism is supporting it. You're supporting it. And it's just obvious the crowd that she is trying to appeal to.
This woman is just moving, trend hopping, like many people are right nowadays. The interviewer asked her a pretty direct question. Eugenics was a movement that claimed that humanity could be improved by controlling who was allowed to reproduce, favoring traits that were considered to be desirable. In Nazi Germany, the mustache man used these traits to define the Aryan ideal, which was a supposed master race. The pseudoscience was used to justify genocide, sterilization programs, and discrimination. They have no connection to intelligence, morality, or worth. She only said, no, I have nothing to comment on in regards to that. The ad speaks for itself, meaning I said what I said.
Failed entertainer or influencer to alt-right pipeline is real. Recently, Sydney Sweeney's new movie came out. And guess what? It flopped.
If you are a pretty woman, then there's no problem with you transitioning into this. Remember what I mentioned. A lot of her fame stemmed from showing her body. these production companies, they're trying to target people that have a huge online following, as well as the people that are the it girl or the it guy right now. Sydney Sweeney is one of them. She's popular right now. Let's target her and utilize her growing success. Worst opening weekends of all time.
This is crazy, but Sydney Sweeney's newest movie just became one of the biggest box office flops of all time. The movie is titled Christy, where Sydney Sweeney plays real-life boxer Christy Martin, and it is setting records in the worst way possible. First of all, the movie only made $1.3 million in its opening weekend domestically in the United States, which is insanely low. As you can see, this is one of the top 10 worst opening weekends ever for a film released in over 2,000 theaters across the country, so it's available to go and be watched, but nobody's going. Even though this was the opening weekend for Christy, 10 other films made more money than it at the domestic box office this weekend. And this is Sydney Sweeney's third movie released in 2025, and while Americana and Eden did open up in less theaters, both also had abysmal...
Hold up. She had 3 other movies?
Oh, wow.
Americana, 500,000, Eden, $1 million.
I will mention, sometimes you just got to do it for the love of the game, man. At the end of the day, there's going to be plenty of movies, there's going to be plenty of TV shows, plenty of things that you do in the world of the arts that aren't going to be critically recognized.
Euphoria is going to be her only notable acting performance. And guess what? She starred along a biracial woman, a black woman.
Yep.
Hey.
It's not a surprise. There's 3 very obvious reasons to why this movie flopped. First of all, I saw zero marketing for this. I see tons of movies in theaters every single month, and never once did the trailer for this play in front of anything. Sydney Sweeney is simply just not a movie star, and definitely not someone that can carry a movie's box office. Like, look at her filmography. Immaculate and Anyone But You made an okay amount of money. Barely in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The only thing she's really known for is honestly Euphoria. Third, Sydney Sweeney's on a PR nightmare lately. Like, she had an interview the other day where the interviewer asked her if she'd like to denounce white supremacy and racism, and Sydney Sweeney dodges the question. She's like, yeah, if there's an issue I care about, you'll know. Like, that's an insane answer.
Now, I want to switch this video into me talking about white women in specific supporting the right, MAGA, or conservatism.
Why? Because women overwhelmingly voted for Mamdani, Sherrill, and Spanberger in last night's elections. The blue checks on X literally want the 19th Amendment repealed, which give women the right to vote.
I say this all the time, man, but racism, white supremacy, misogyny, homophobia, it all goes hand in hand. So if you support these things and you're not a straight white male, it's going to affect you negatively, most likely.
Yeah, I think the 19th Amendment should be repealed. I think that because, well, first and foremost, because I'm a Christian. And that is the Christian position.
This is the problem, bro. This is why it's important for you to pay attention to where you're getting your information from. Antonio brings a really good point. Obviously, I think Antonio is an atheist, or maybe he's agnostic. I'm not quite sure. But he's critical of Christianity. And I think that the way that Christianity has been transformed and has become malleable to the Western world, you should be paying attention to it if you are someone who is following Christianity. Because you have plenty of people like this who are trying to become the face of Christianity, at least for their church.
Let's finish what he has to say.
You're saying that, yes, that is the Christian position, is that households should not be divided against one another.
These people use Christianity in order to spread racism, in order to utilize slavery as a means of economic development under the idea of missionary work. It's important that you pay attention to who you're getting this information from.
By repealing the 19th Amendment, just for the record, it's not just trying to take away a female vote, but it's trying to say, no, there's a family vote. Right. There's a household. And it's like, well, where do women get their voice? Well, where women get their voice is from their father, from their husband. If they're not married, it's from their father. If they're not married and their father's dead, it's from their brother, it's from their uncle, it's from...
Damn, are they kids? My nigga, that's like some child shit. But I just want to bring this point up that racism, it doesn't sell, and racism doesn't just affect black people or minorities. It affects everyone. That's why we've been telling y'all this shit for years, bro. Especially like white women that be married to these racist white men, bro. Like y'all see how it affects y'all too. So come on, cuz. Now I want to talk about the failed influencer or failed entertainer into alt-right pipeline. We see Sydney Sweeney, she's doing. Another young lady, her name is Overtime Megan. I don't know if any of y'all know about her. Maybe my younger audience know about her. She's really big on the basketball scene. But with Mamdani winning the election, she came out dropping a video in a MAGA hat. And man, bro, the grift is so obvious.
And this is a huge loss for New York City. Not only
loss for
do
New
we
York
learn
City
this in
being
history
woke.
class, and
I'm sorry to pause already, bro. I hate the way these people bastardize woke and just gentrify it. This is woke basically mean nigga now, like, or the ER, bro. It's a slur. When they use woke, it's an insult. They don't even know.
Yeah, facts.
From,
government class. I think I remember learning this in middle school.
People of color, they have generated words and phrases that are able to link specifically to their struggles and maybe make light of their struggles, make light of certain issues or ideologies. And these people just continue to take it, like they take everything else and flip it on its head. Woke and black vernacular comes from African American vernacular English, where awake and woke meant socially and politically conscious. As early as the 1930s, black communities used it to describe awareness of racial injustice and social realities. In 1938, blues musician Lead Belly recorded Scottsboro Boys, a song about 9 black teenagers falsely accused of RPE in Alabama. He ended by saying, "So I advise everybody, be a little careful when they go along through there. Stay woke, keep their eyes open." This is one of the earliest recordings of the words "stay woke." The term made a major comeback in the 2010s, especially through social media activism. After the police killings, activists used hashtags like "stay woke" to mean stay aware of what's really happening, especially regarding police brutality and systemic racism. Woke became shorthand for social awareness about race, gender, and inequality. Being woke is not the answer. What the heck is she talking about?
Once you accept socialism, and once you let it in, and once you lower your guard down, that's where they get you. And I just can't believe that being woke is like the answer. We think letting all and anything happen and go.
What could she possibly be talking about? Is she referring to this guy's ideologies? Is she referring to this guy's practices? What could she possibly be talking about when she's saying stay woke?
Not overtime, Megan. A lot of her fans are heartbroken over this. But I will say some of these quote retweets are hilarious. This person says the pipeline is undefeated, and you know what? It seems like it is.
I'm glad people realizing, bro, the failed whatever to alt-right pipeline is real. The alt-right, the right, bro, they accept any. If you racist, they love you, my nigga.
Remember, you have to look good. Why did this woman ascend to prominence? Because she was a pretty girl who likes sports.
As for anyone shocked by this, you shouldn't be. Yeah. Because she did post this right after the election last year. But this video was just terrible. This guy perfectly describes that video. The annoying thing is that there are genuine criticisms by every political ideology, including Zoran's. But when you see people use terms like woke or whatever for anything other than satire, you know they're just clueless. Because she didn't criticize any of his policies or say why it is.
There we go.
She just said it was woke. That's pretty much it.
Sydney Sweeney, listen. You only gonna be known for euphoria. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you wasn't even the main character. You feel me? The main character was a goddamn woman of color. So for you to even take this path is just crazy to me. Then she mid as hell. There are plenty other white women that look way better than her. So man, yeah.
I don't get the infatuation, but you know, at the end of the day, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. But I just would love if we stop pushing a lot of separation and fighting amongst one another. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments below. Shout out to Antonio.